Okay, so let's learn how to make some stories on Instagram. So I always make my stories on Instagram and then I have them both connected, Instagram and Facebook, and it will automatically move across. So let's get started. First and foremost, you will see underneath where it says Instagram, there's your round circle with a blue circle with a plus sign in it. That's where you're going to click first. And then in here is where you are going to look at making your content. So this is your camera roll. It is bringing up lots of little useful bits of information, things like this. I've saved some really funny pictures. Anyway, let's click a couple. So let's click this one first. Let's use this. So on here, we know that we sell something that smells like all of these perfumes. So now I'm going to create some perfume slides. I am obviously going to talk you through different ways of creating them. So again, when you've clicked on your picture and uploaded it, you can zoom in and out. So just use your two fingers to zoom in and out. And you can then, using your two fingers, move that picture around your screen wherever you want. All right. Now, at the top, there's a selection of buttons that you can use, which these have different features. You've got the AA button, which is for adding text. Okay. Now, in here, you could ask a simple question. Do you wear any of these fragrances? Okay, so what do all these buttons here mean? First and foremost, I'm going to start backwards. So at the very end on the right hand side, you have got the A inside a white box. Now that is going to see the black box that's around your text, it's going to change it from black to white to none. The lines, they are going to determine if you want them centralized from the right or from the left. Now the A that has got the dots around it, these are there to transform your wording. So you could go haunted, you could go sparkle, and it sparkles. You could go neon, or you can go shimmer. Okay, I'm going to keep it on shimmer. Your A, it basically stands for how do you want it to show up? Do you want it to just pop up? Do you want it to jump? Do you want it to type right? And then you've got your colours. Well, obviously it's on white at the moment, so you probably better go into black because you don't want to have the white on white. It just won't pop up properly. Now you can slide across here and see others, or you can click on that and you can basically maneuver this to find a colour font that's on your picture. Okay, and then that AA at the beginning are the different different fonts that you can use. Okay, so that's what they stand for. Now, also, if you click back on the wording, at the side, you've got this little up and down. You can see how it will. So if you want to spread it, do it bigger, but then you can also make that smaller and bigger as well. Okay, so that's how you will get different wording options. Now, if you press the smiley face at the top, it is going to open up. This is where you can find everything. So you can add your location, you can mention somebody and tag them in it, you can add music, which we will do in a moment. You could actually even add a photo if you wanted, so another photo down below. You can add a GIF, you could put frames on it, you could do a reveal. There's absolutely everything. So if I look at let's look at cutouts as well. trying to find you a picture. So if, let's just say this one, I want to have a cutout. It's cut me out, and then I can use that as a sticker down here or up here. All right, so you can design your own cutouts. You can put your avatar in there. You could put links in there. So see where it says link, and then you could put your website. Oh, if I spell it right. And then you could just put shop here. Now when you click that shop here, it does change them as well. All right, and then you can go back to the sticker. Now in here, you can search for anything that you want. You can also see that these are like my stickers that I've already created. You can then go up to the top and you could search perfume. Okay, smells so good. Might put that there actually. There's honestly there's so much that you could do in here. You could, if you want to find certain things, so fireworks, and have like a twinkle over it. All right, then you can add your music in, and you could go perfume. It's like you spray a perfume. And then you press the arrow at the bottom and click share. And that shares it to your profile. If we click back on that, we go all the way up to camera roll. In here, this is where you can use your filters. And we know that Instagram likes us to use similar sort of colours. It likes us to use similar colours. It likes us to use certain shades. So if you're using Instagram and you want to keep everything the same, then this is how you would keep everything the same. Okay, these are just some of the filters that are at the bottom. You can search for filters as well. There's absolutely no problems. I highly recommend not using a filter because people need to know, love and trust you. But your filters and everything are at the bottom. Now, on here, if you just wanted to write something, then you could click the text at the bottom and you could just write, how are you? Okay. And you could add something to that, or you can upload it just as it is. You've then also got on here boomerang. So if you're doing a boomerang, it will create that boomerang for you and then you can use that. You have then got in here layout, and you can choose the different layouts and change the grids if you wanted, so you could have multiple things going on at the same time in each one, like Okay, you've just created that layout picture of all different things. So if you have selections of products, you can utilize that as well. You've also got the hands-free mode in here, which means if you click on that now and you're having that conversation, then that will record that conversation just like a live. You get about 30 seconds to a minute, I think it is, on each one for you to tell your story, talk about your product, do whatever you're doing, update people on your day, and then that will create your story. Now, if you wanted to do a green screen, click that green screen, okay? And you can search for that in your, I forgot what they're called. Why can't I remember what they're called? I'm having a moment. Down the bottom here, you can actually go and search green screen. Now on here, zoom, click change background. And, let's find. Okay, so I could decide that I want to talk about the products that I've used. So then I could zoom myself out and I could be sat in the background. I could actually change my background again and talk about... Let's have a close-up of the calendula results where I could sit here and I could actually point out, you know, look up at by the eyes, look at how it's now finished, your before and afters. Okay, so you can do background talkovers with anything that you want. Now, when you are in here taking a little look, you're wanting to, let me see if I can find something. If you wanted to upload a video. So when we share like these, if you click select at the top and then you click on them, okay, you can move them around if you wanted, because I've got mine in the wrong order. So here's number 1, here's number 2, here's number 3. Now obviously this isn't sliding, and that's because you have to create your own slide. So you have to put that over the top and create your own so that people can slide it, okay? So you must make sure you override that. The same with the links. You have to put your own link on, okay? You can't just copy and paste that story. You have to put your own link on, okay? Oh, it's not going to let me because I don't want to put a right one on right now. Okay, but you've got so many things in these stories that you can do, and the more you utilize this section at the top, the more you use these parts here in your stories, the more people it will show your stories to, because you are using you're using what they're giving you, and Instagram and Facebook, they both like that in return. I highly recommend making your stories on Instagram and having them connected. So sharing options, share to Facebook. Okay, so you need to connect it. And once you've connected it, it will then share to Facebook and you will be able to connect